Hello friends, welcome back. It is Tuesday and George is picking me up in like 5 minutes. And after that, I won't be home till probably Sunday because we're going on a little trip, which is so exciting. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so please forgive me if I don't look like I'm excited. I promise I am. I just feel a bit not 100% today, but that's okay. But George and I have booked a trip to Adelaide this week. I am so excited. I've never been to Adelaide before. I honestly kind of want to go everywhere in Australia that I possibly can. Obviously, I want to travel so many other places as well, but I also think it's so fun to explore where you live. And neither George or I have been to Adelaide. We have some friends who live there that we're going to go visit, and hopefully we'll just be able to explore the city as well. We've hired a car for the first time because we're finally old enough where that isn't such an expensive thing to do. And the fact that we have that freedom of driving, I'm just so excited about it. We can go to the hills, we can go to the coast, we can go to the city, we can literally go wherever. So I'm just really excited. We don't leave until tomorrow, so I'm just like hanging out with George for the next like 24 hours. We have some work to do today. We're getting our nails done, which will be fun. We're flying out tomorrow and we get back Saturday evening. So I'm very excited. I'm hoping I start to feel better. I've been saying that like every day for the past like 2 weeks, being like, I'm sure I'm on the mend. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I've had this cold for like a week and a half, which is very unlike me. I feel like I never get sick, but we love that. I also have my period, so it's like double whammy. Love that so much. Anyway, let our trip begin.
Send out an army. Tell them what we're doing. Gotta get snacks. In Adelaide. Yeah. Oh. Why is this so in my face? It's blowing so hard on me.
Where?
Off my face.
What air?
It's made me turn it off. I did. You mean up here? I'm focusing.
Sorry.
On driving.
Maybe I should have paid the extra $50. We're going right. Or left and then round out there. We've landed in Adelaide.
By the way.
Surprise.
Picked up our hire car, which was a pretty seamless experience.
Yeah.
We can go get tattoos.
Sure.
Kidding. Yeah, we picked up our hire car, which was pretty seamless. Found our Airbnb, or like drove to our Airbnb. The parking situation at the Airbnb was a little bit of a fiasco.
Bit stressful. We made a
fun.
friend.
Yeah,
which
we
is
found
nice.
one of our neighbours and
Yeah.
they seem to be a nice guy. Whoa.
It's like, where are you from? Brisbane. Where are you from? Melbourne.
Oh, buddy. What are you planning to do there?
Where are you going? Oh, a bit of traffic on the way to the BP. So it's, what's the time? 4:13.
By the way, the reason why I'm driving instead of Georgia, even though Georgia is a much better driver than me, is because she's 3 weeks away from being 25. And if you're not 25 in Australia,
Costs more.
costs a lot more to get a car. Well, maybe not
Oh, like $80.
Okay,
Should've
maybe we
just
should shut.
Did you literally just drive on the other side of the road?
Yeah, he did.
It's just past 4 p.m. and we
Yeah.
have like a very light snack at the airport for lunch. So we're driving to a BP to get some snacks because dinner is at 7.
And like a lot of cafes and stuff are closed.
Yeah.
And so it's a bit like of a weird thing because it's like you don't want to have too much to eat before dinner.
But I'm starving.
I'm so hungry. This intersection is wigging me out a bit. I don't quite understand what's happening. Yeah, it just looks like there's a lot of different directions going on.
As soon as you turn, you're turning left into
Yeah.
the BP. And that's all you've missed. Goodbye.
That's what you missed on Glee. Shapes, yum. These are the best lime and chili chips in the world. Got my snack. Rule number 1 when traveling with friends, don't let each other get hungry because then we get hangry.
It does taste like a macaroni.
Tomorrow maybe we need to eat a vegetable or something because we have not today.
Traveling isn't for vegetables. Rule number 2 of traveling.
I just need a little bit of substance to keep me going, you know what I'm saying?
I don't. When it comes to a snack pack, I can't lie. I want to ride.
We just had one of those situations where we thought we had plenty of time and then suddenly it's like we actually need to be leaving in probably 5 minutes. So here's my 5-minute get ready with me outfit. Black Archer pants, Kmart sweater, pedal and top trench, white Converse because they're like the only shoes I brought with me apart from my slippers. And that's it. George is ready to rumble. Gonna go get drinks and dinner with some of our friends who live in Adelaide.
It's just a one night stand.
You ready for bed?
Thinking warm thoughts.
It is freezing, guys. Bedtime.
It's a goal. Let's cut the cameras. I'm almost done.
We are both in our reading era. And by reading era, I mean
Yeah, not.
the next 30 minutes before bed. I'm reading Tiny Pretty Things. Stop right in front of me. George is reading Written in the Stars. Do you think you know what you're gonna rate it? George hates the rating. This puts some pressure on her.
It's so stressful. Wait for.
Nice. Good night. Catch up with you guys later. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I don't actually know what time it is. Like around 8:30 maybe. And George and I have just spent the morning obviously just like getting ready for the day, doing a little bit of work. And at about 9 we're getting picked up by Kirsty and Ella and we're gonna go have breakfast together. And then I think we're going to a winery, I think they said. And I'm so excited because I've just heard that the wineries in Adelaide are beautiful. Not gonna lie, we didn't pick the best week to come in terms of weather. It is supposed to be raining the entire time we're here. It is supposed to be just like dreary and miserable. But you know what? We're gonna make the most of it. Hopefully, I think today is actually supposed to be the most rainy. I'm not sure what the winery situation is like, but obviously I feel like wineries are not the best in the rain. But we'll just make do. We'll see how we go. I'm excited to see them and check it all out. I don't think I even showed you my nails from like 2 days ago. This is what I got done. So this is builder gel. So these are my real nails. Hence why they're a little bit shorter than I would usually go when I get my nails done, because I used to get acrylics, and obviously acrylics you can get a lot longer, but I actually really like these because they just feel like my nails. I feel like I can do everything I need to do. I got white French tips with a little heart on my ring finger and my thumb, which is just so fun. And then George got basically the same thing in black. So we're kind of matching, which is fun. This is my outfit of the day. Well, kind of. Jeans, long sleeve, sweater. I'm gonna bring my trench and a scarf, and I'm gonna wear sneakers. So hopefully that'll keep me warm enough. I literally don't know how to dress for the cold. Brisbane is not like this.
Friends who just stuff together. U is for you and me. H is for honey. I am on odd duty.
I deserved it. But I have that's all.
We actually look a bit like twins right now. The hair, the jacket. I was dressed for this. I'm wearing a black shirt.
I'm wearing a white shirt.
So we're actually very different.
Cheese and shoes.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. I didn't even realize we were right now. We are heading into the city. We're having a bit of a solo exploring day today, being tourists. The only thing we have on our list is to go to Dymocks at Rundle Mall, which is fun, but we'll just walk around and see what we feel like.
Once we're in the city, there'll be lots of things to look at.
Yeah, grab a coffee somewhere, maybe read our books that we're gonna buy. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. And also the tram situation here is so easy. You just literally get on at Glenelg and get off. It's so windy.
You can't tell because our hair is rock solid.
Also, we just don't have wind like this in Brisbane.
No, it's such cold wind.
Such cold wind, like our face is frozen. Joking. Look at the background. Like, this is the most beautiful Dymocks I've ever seen. The building that this is in is so stunning. It's also huge. These are the two I'm deciding between, and I don't know which one I want to get. I'm choosing between two books, and I don't know which one, so I just did this for George, and now she's going to do it for me. She's going to help me choose. So here's your option.
I didn't realise it'd be so scary.
I think they're both like kind of similar in the sense that they're both like kind of like dystopian, like otherworldly kind of vibes. Haley Pham just read this one and really enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah.
So that's where I heard about it from. So this one was recommended to me by a subscriber, and this one was recommended by Haley Pham to everyone, but I was listening. I don't really feel like I have one that I'm leaning more towards.
Yeah, because I kind of like the same vibes.
Yeah. This one is YA, but this one's adult.
This one's a girl and this one's a boy. I think I selfishly want you to read this one.
Yeah. I'm like excited for either one. Can you hold those?
But please read both of them and let me know.
I hope I will eventually. These are our picks. Hello friends, long time no speak. It is almost 6 p.m. We obviously spent the day in the city today, which was so fun. I love just walking around different cities and just literally looking at the buildings and all the shops. Obviously went to Dymocks. It was so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I can't believe that for some of you, that's your local. That is insane to me because it was an incredible selection, a beautiful building, like just such a great experience. I love that Dymocks so much. Then we walked around like the arcade and a few little boutique shops, went and got a coffee, and then I was literally just like Googling what to do in Adelaide because we just have no plans, which is kind of fun, honestly. And one of the things that came up was the State Library, and I was like, this looks stunning. We've got to go. It was like a 4-minute walk from where we were. So we walked over there and walked around this beautiful library. Again, I can't believe that for some of you, you can just like go there any day you want. Like when we were in there were so many, I'm assuming uni students studying for exams or whatever they were doing, just working on assignments and stuff, sitting at all the tables. And I was like, oh my gosh, the things I would do to be able to have a study or work environment like this, like really close to me. It truly reminded me of the House of Wind library. Like it felt like something out of a fantasy book. It was just beautiful, or like out of Beauty and the Beast or something. Like I just can't believe it. It was stunning and just full of beautiful vintage books. I am quite simply obsessed. And then after that we kind of just came home. We've been chilling all afternoon, had a shower, washed my hair finally. I've been wearing my hair like slicked back with mousse for the past 3 days, and my hair just, it needed a refresh. It was time. Oh my gosh, George, there's a Wi-Fi thing on the fridge. We're so silly. We couldn't get the Wi-Fi to work in this Airbnb based on the instructions that they gave us, so we've just been like using our own hotspots to do all of our work, because obviously we have stuff to upload and like content to send for approval and things like that, and we've just been using our hotspot because the Wi-Fi wasn't working. And I just looked over and there's a magnet on the fridge that literally has all the info on it. George is just gonna see if it works right now. Anyway, came back, had a lovely afternoon, did some work. Did it work?
We're so silly. But why don't they have that in the like Airbnb listing? Anyways, glad we figured out the Wi-Fi the night before we leave. Awesome. Anyway, we honestly had such a lovely day, and now it is 6 and we are about to get picked up to go have dinner with Ella and Kirsty and both of their husbands. But I'm excited to see them. It's probably the last time we'll see them while we're on our trip because we leave tomorrow, and I think both the girls have busy days tomorrow. So that's what we've been up to. Nothing too crazy, but really enjoying it. I'm really sad to be leaving tomorrow. I almost wish we had another like full day in Adelaide because there's so many other things that I wish we had time to do and we just obviously don't. But I definitely think I could come back. It's really interesting because a lot of people, when we said we were coming to Adelaide, they were like, well, why would you go to Adelaide? I think it's so beautiful here and there's so many things to do. I don't really understand why you wouldn't want to come to Adelaide. Obviously us having friends here definitely like was the main motivation, but I love it here. It just feels so chill but still so beautiful. Anyways, let's go have some pizza. Good morning guys. It is our last day here, which is kind of sad. We're on our way to find some breakfast. Gonna try out a new cafe. Kind of crazy to me. It's 8 a.m. right now on a Saturday and it's kind of dead here. And a lot of the cafes that we were looking up to like see where we wanted to go didn't open till 8, which is so weird because in Brisbane I feel like everything opens at like 6. But anyway, I think our plan is to go get breakfast, go back to the Airbnb, pack up, and then probably go exploring for the rest of the morning because we don't really have to be back. We don't have to return the car till 2, so we'll probably head off around 1:30. That's it. Probably just cafe hopping and exploring. Hello friends, I'm obviously home now and I feel like coming home from a trip is such a bittersweet feeling. Like I'm so happy to be home, back with Liam, back in my own bed, like, you know, just like in my routine and doing all my normal things and all my favorite things, but also it's just so sad to be like done with a trip that was so good. I feel like there was so much more of Adelaide that I could have seen and could have explored, and I definitely think I'll have to go back at another point in time so that I can do more. Sometimes I feel like I go on a trip and I come home and I'm kind of like satisfied with what I did and I'm like, yeah, like I feel like I did everything that I wanted to do. I feel like I saw everything I wanted to see, but I don't feel like that. I definitely want to go back to Adelaide, and I'm glad I feel that way because obviously it means I enjoyed my time. I'm also going to try my best to link as much as I can or list as much as I can in the description box regarding like the cafes that we went to, the Airbnb that we stayed at, like anything that I can think of that might be helpful to you guys if you're going to Adelaide or you want to see any of the places that we saw for yourself. I'll try and have it all listed in the description box, but if something you're looking for isn't in the description box, just shoot me a message or leave a comment and I'll try my best to answer you. But yeah, I really loved our Adelaide trip. I loved everything that we got to do, and I feel like we got to do a bit of everything. Like we got to do a few wineries, we got to see the city, we got to spend some time along the coast. I'm just so shocked at how close everything is in Adelaide. Like you drive like 20 minutes and you're kind of everywhere, which is just like not the case in Queensland. Like if you go and stay in the Brisbane CBD, you pretty much have to drive over an hour to get to the beach, whether it's the Gold Coast or the Sunshine Coast, and you probably drive almost an hour, maybe more than an hour to get to the mountains and wineries and stuff like that also. Like I feel like everything in Brisbane is a bit more spread out. Like everything in Adelaide is just so close together, which was so weird but so good. I guess if you're living there it's good, but it's also just so good if you're a tourist and you want to do a lot of different things in one trip. I feel like you can kind of do everything because everything is just so close, which I loved. I also just felt very lucky that we had people who live in Adelaide showing us around, taking us to the best places, just giving us recommendations and things, because I feel like anywhere you go, if you have people who live there showing you all the best spots, like that's always the best way to travel a city, I think. And also I'm just so thankful that we have friends there in general, and the fact that I have friendships because of the internet. If you don't know, our two friends that live in Adelaide are Ella and Kirsty, and the only reason we're friends is because of YouTube and like social media. I only actually met Kirsty for the first time at the end of last year when they came up to to Brisbane, but I've known her a lot longer than that, just like through social media, like online. But I actually met Ella like right when I started my YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel in 2014, and I think I met Ella, in 2015 when she came to Brisbane on like a family holiday. I got to meet her, and I'm pretty sure she was like my first, or at least one of my first like online friends. And I feel like she kind of like brought me into the little Australian YouTube community that existed at the time, which at the time was so tiny, and it's so much bigger now, and I love that. But I'm just like so thankful for all the friendships that I've been able to build through social media. Like, it's insane to me. I would say majority of the friendships I have now are somehow because of social media, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, something like that. Like, it is crazy to me, and it was just really nice to spend some time with them in their city. But yeah, obviously I'm home. It's actually Monday now. I got home like late Saturday night, and then Sunday I just spent like unpacking, resetting myself, hanging out with Liam, and now I just feel like we're back to the normal routines and just like my normal daily life, which I'm not mad at. It actually feels really good to be like back in my routine, back doing my normal things. I am a homebody at heart, so I'm not too upset to be home, but I really did have such a good trip. But thank you guys so much for watching, and especially thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you did, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Obviously a little bit different from my normal weekly vlogs. It was kind of fun to have something a little different to show you all, but I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.